to split push their way to victory, and where they've already proven that they can do it. But this is what I wanted, Bubba Smithy. We got the Caitlyn from Deft, a champion that he's always been able to lane exceptionally well on and does decently into the Ezreal.
And it's so fascinating to think back about the last two picks here. You go Jace and you're like, Khan's Jace, strong lane priority, let's invade Zac. I've been under the microscope and some losses. Convince me on the top lane Sylas is another assignment I have for Kingzone Dragon X.
Is going to fall down in record time. Faker with a very early roam at level 3. Wanting to try and punish Rascal. He hops on over and will be able to find Cuz.
Counter jungling is a team game, is one of those famous words from Diamond Prox on Gabba Gaming so many years ago. And we're seeing that team game for both a dive threat and also Cuz's jungle. This is SKT reading the spot really smartly as Khan has to move away. Reason why I say that is, what do we see from red side Zac players? I want a quick level 3. I want to get to level 3 before I go any can get. With the respawns, this is the camp you expect Cuz to go to, and Faker's right there in his face.
Yeah, just dives on forward. Paddlestar's going to only get the AoE as he's holding onto this Proto Belt for a very long time. The Ignite's ticking down, and Cuz, hasn't used the flash just yet. Trouble Bubble did land as Pawn, able to get in there just in time. And Cuz not even down to the cell division.
And they can't even get him out of his jungle because of that healing on the passive. So it seemed like Faker was guaranteed at least pop from the Bloblets. Doesn't get it there. Clid lied and wait, but it just lined up for Cuz.
Yep, Clid comes on over. Like you say, lying in wait. He's going to be very visible, but the Raptor camp was actually collected pretty nicely there from Cuz and in decent time as Khan throws down the riposte, but it's not exactly the one that they wanted here as Rascal. Of course, remember holding that in case anything goes awry.
They know that blue was the first camp. They know it's respawn. Here we go.
Yep, Cuz going to get invaded. Doesn't get the smite.
2-level lead for Clid as well.
Damn. Jarvan is huge, and the bubble is going to land. There's the flash after the net. Is it going to be enough? The answer's a hell no, as Tucson gets slam dunked on the bottom side.
That's a boom shakalaka moment for the side of SKT. Everything comes together, even the under dream lane to actually try to slow down, because say, Rascal's winning trades, let's just get this turret dead, so he has to overextend wherever he is on the map. Rascal going to take the Jarvan ultimate here for a bit more extra burst. Remember, has AP to AD ratio synergy or scaling there on how it works mid lane.
Yep, that's going to be the Trouble Bubble landing, but it doesn't matter as Cuz gets on out. And that's all too easy for Kingzone.
Really nicely done, and Faker's flash there, not enough to actually get him out. So there's a good moment for Kingzone, kind of the first of the game, and they need them wherever they can. They desperately want top that early, and you say, surely Zac is around. If he's using Unbreakable so willy-nilly.
Exactly. And now Khan is going to have that control on the top side. Cuz coming on in, trying to make use of the fact that Mata did recently use his flash, but hadn't used his stopwatch. His pawn comes on down. And the flash is used, but it's just not enough. Chaos Storm is going to definitely be enough to get rid of it. Tucson uses his whole health bar. That's exactly what you want from your tank. But is it worth it as top lane out of turret fell for free and Faker getting free damage mid?
It took a lot of time. The mid having to come, like you mentioned, is a big thing. Just trying to get more sparkles a million times against the turret. That you take a turret to punish. I feel like Mata should have been able to get away.
Okay, SKT will start off the Infernal. It just looks like Kingzone will have to give this one up. Just taking too much damage here.
Of that one. But now I see Fiora, and I'm like, damn, a Fiora matchup where she does well. That's scary. Speaking of scary.
Yep, Abyssal Voyage is going to come in because, oh no.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, didn't see that one as Cell Division is going to come in, but they're going to divide him very, very quickly. A couple of teleports were available, but they would have just died as well. And it just hasn't been Cuz's game so far. Khan split pushing, doing exactly what he wants here underneath this turret, and Rascal has no options.
850 gold farm bounty. Remember that farm bounties were tweaked previously. If you died, you could still end up with a massive body, which would be 10 a minute.
Yep.
That's just him styling with Kleptomancy for an insane gold advantage.
And a Truly Force Ravenous Hydra already completed.
They've actually only been playing for lane too, so it's almost a 2014 Flame Horizon.
What is this?
What?
It's underneath the turret, hanging out. The inhibitor turret, 26 minutes. Meanwhile, there's another fight going on that SKT looking pretty good in as Cuz doesn't have Cell Division and he's down to half health, and that's another Trouble Bubble. Teddy maybe in a little bit of trouble there as Pawn's protecting his jungler, but Mata does have the Devour.
Teddy was taken out of the redemption healing there, very amusing. But it's 4-1 Atlas. We know that's a terror.
Yeah. And Tucson has the stand behind me, but he's doing his very best to get the hell out of dodge here as Faker gets procced by Def. Getting those headshots in there. I know he's
on riposte.
If he's in any of these fights at all, it's just over.
All right, team fight, Fiora. It's all we need tonight. We had a lot of weird and wonderful stuff. I need to see the full oomph of this Fiora. It'll be just amazing to watch.
I just don't know whether you will, Papa Smithy, because he's on the bottom side doing battle with Rascal.
Does he dare to ultimate? I need to see it.
The ultimate's actually been stolen.
Here we go.
Now it's finally going to be traded back. We can see it picture in picture. I don't know why we're not just watching it.
The turret there was doing a big number there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of disengage available, so sadly you don't see the full oomph. That was a tease.
Yeah, Teddy's going to move on forward.
I know the Observer. I'm going to give him a bit of lip after this.
Yeah, why did we only get it in the picture-in-picture? That's the frustrating part. Is Unbreakable does land, but yeah, when a W lands, Dev can't really go in. It's okay, cuz he's looking for it. Headbonk does come back as Teddy's in trouble. Has to arcade shift to get out, and Marta does fall down as well, most likely, as Deft is able to grab a couple of kills. Faker comes in, but it's a little bit too late, and Clid, what can he actually do here? Unbreakable down. Clid's going to get stunned up eventually. Good vision available as they get rid of the Zac, and it's just not enough. Unfortunately, they're just too far ahead. Cataclysm going to be used by Rascal. This Pawn gets on over. Portal jump. Can he do it? The answer is yes on Rascal's side as Clid gets out. And Pawn's able to do battle, but in the meantime, Papa Smithy, yeah, Khan's just going to win the game.
All right, recall comes in. Can Rascal do anything? Ult not up on the Fiora, so has to be a bit more respectful here, but the chase isn't going to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't find the chain. Can't abduct his way forward.
For a real Flame Horizon. People object that term a lot. There's a back. Oh!
Man, that takes some stones just to hold onto the back right there.
The only back. Clid is around the back. He finds Pawn. So he's just going to lie and wait for a moment.
Yeah, they haven't actually checked this one as there's the Abyssal Voyage. Marta's going to get the delivery, and yeah, Khan's just going to win the game. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be what we say after almost everything here, as Rascal has to flash to get himself onto his base. Def trying to move on over, and
stop him.
He might actually just do it by himself. Riposte does come in eventually. Khan is going to die, but that's a Baron for free over the SKT.
The number was 4, Atlas. With 3 there, you thought, you believed it could happen. The game doesn't end, but the Baron will come in anyway. The global taunt is real. I don't think the bounty is going to be enough to dissuade it. Still 474 gold bounty after the 1,000 is Faker.
Cuz, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Feeling a little bit of tilt here potentially as the Trouble Bubble does come in. Unbreakable going to do some work there from Tucson, but it almost looked like it wasn't up as Banshee's Veil protects him from everything, and
Faker.
No, that is a Braum. Okay, he's going to be all right. Clid comes in, uses the W, and he's going to shield himself up just fine.
Just can't run away from all the problems though. Kingzone Dragon X just feels like there's no way back into this game.
Yeah.
Fiora not the best team fighter, but with Sphere Shojin, she can do a pretty decent team fight. Fiora is winning the game with no kill involvements.
0-1-0 Fiora, but might get the MVP.
Juve did this way back when in 2016, had games where he would win the game on Fiora purely from split push, but never actually get kills. So he had like a 0.7 KDA.
Yeah. With
loads of victories.
Well, Kuz going to go for the last-ditch effort, wants to find this one, but the flash is going to be used by Marta, and that means Teddy is going to be A-OK. Pawn has the Chaos Storm down, but remember, this is a Nexus that's just open. And another dead Blob Man on the bottom side. Pawn has a shield, but will he have his life? As Khan's just going to dive on forward, just decides that maybe he wants to get a kill here on the back end. Braum falls down, Deft immediately follows. As Kingzone, that's going to be it. They can't offer anything back. Teddy fighting out against Pawn, but eventually the Nexus will just be auto-attacked and taken out. SKT, they fight back from a Game 1 loss, and in the end, it's the reverse sweep.
They introduced the Karma Bands. They try to make the game less about the Frost Manti, less about the wards. And I think SKT much stronger in game number 2 and 3 needed to be. Kingzone had some really good ideas in the first game, but it felt like their first magic trick was a take your breath away kind of thing. But when the full set hit, it felt like the 4th, the 5th, the 6th trick didn't have the same reverberation around the crowd. The oohs and the ahs were gone, and what was left but a 2-1 loss inside of Kingzone. Congratulations for SKT. They needed this.
They did.
After the long break to come in strong. Question we've been asking is, who is the second best team in Korea? And we can't know the answer.